Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sports Hub exclusive series episode. As today I am here in Salt Lake City and right behind me is the Delta Center, and in just a bit we're going to go inside to watch an NHL game between Utah Mammoth versus Colorado Avalanche. Now this is actually the second season that Utah Mammoth is going to be playing here at the Delta Center after they were relocated from Arizona, but this is actually the first season that they have the Mammoth name. After the first season they actually gone with a generic Utah Hockey Club name. And what's also going to be exciting about this game is the fact that I'm actually going to be going inside to a newly renovated Delta Center as well, because last year one of the biggest problems with Utah playing here at the Delta Center is that the Delta Center was not built for hockey. It was built mainly for basketball, but recently they did renovate it to make it a hockey configuration. So I'm very excited to see it myself inside. But yeah, come and join me inside now to the Delta Center to watch this game. So as I said before, there is the Delta Center. It's actually very close to where the old Salt Lake City Union Station is, right there on the distance. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting building. It's actually one of the older NHL arenas. It was built in the 90s, but it's just recently renovated for hockey. And as you can see, the logo of both of these teams that house it, the Utah Jazz, the NBA team, and then the Utah Mammoth, the NHL team, that is. All right, so I've now made myself inside the arena, and I'll probably just head to my seat first. There's also the team store right here. But yeah, I'm gonna head to my seat as well. It's gonna be in the second level, and actually what section is this? I'm not quite sure exactly. There's a little kind of atrium level right here with some concession. Now I'm probably not going to get some concession today because I did eat before I came here, so obviously unfortunately there is not going to be the food segment of the Sports Hub exclusive series for this episode, but I think we're gonna now have to make our way to there. I see the stairs right there because again our seats is going to be in the 200 level. All right, I'm actually now in level 5 of the concourse, where it's all the 100 level. That is kind of interesting, the fact that they have the section that is 100 being in the second tier. Usually it's the first tier that it goes by the 100 level. And also one thing I've noticed is the fact that this buildings look very basic. I mean, it's pretty quick for you to get into the entrance and get into the arena itself. So here's a first look of the arena and the scoreboard. Also at times the concourse level looks really narrow, which I guess that's kind of understandable. Again, this is a pretty old building. It was built in the early 1990s. So it looks like I found a studio here inside the arena. It's relatively empty right now, so I'm guessing this is not actually where the Mammoth have their pre and post game. I think this is actually just for the Utah Jazz as well. All right, so I'm actually at this little view area where you can see a beautiful view of downtown Salt Lake City, and so right behind it is the Washington Range, and there's the Capitol building of Utah in the distance as well. I mean, just a beautiful view as the sun is setting here in Salt Lake City. Right, so I'm actually now at my seat, and this is the first view of the arena itself. And one of the things I mentioned before is that they recently renovated this arena so that they can fit the hockey ring into this arena, because last year the biggest issue with this arena is that when they tried to fit the hockey ring in this arena, it was really off center. It wasn't even center through the scoreboard, but it seems like now they have fixed that issue. And the way that they of course fixed that issue is that they actually lowered the floor of this arena. And you see that section right there that is very steep. Well, the reason why it's very steep is because they kind of had to lower the floor, but because of the fact that they did that, they have to make that section really steep. And I gotta say, for those people sitting there, I definitely hope that they don't have a fear of heights, because that section is really, really steep itself. Now the other thing that I also want to mention is the obstructed view. So this is one of the big issue of last year as well, where there were obstructed view even if you're sitting in the lower level, and it seems like they kind of fixed that with the lower bowl, but here in the upper bowl it seems like they haven't really quite fixed it, because you can kind of still see some obstructed view here. You kind of don't even see like the full circle there on this left side, but still I do able to see most of the ring perfectly well. And again, you know, it's kind of unfortunate the fact that they had to kind of almost squeeze this hockey ring into this arena, because this arena was never designed for hockey. It was mainly designed for basketball. Just to give you guys a little background information about this match itself. So it is early in the NHL season. In fact, both of these teams have only played 6 games coming into this season, and so far both of these teams have definitely gone off to a great start to the season. The Colorado Avalanche is actually one of 2 teams that have yet to lose in regulation. They have a 5-0-1 record and certainly sitting at the top of the Central Division, whereas the Utah Mammoth, they're currently currently have 4 wins and 2 losses this season, sitting at 3rd place. And both of these teams actually met each other already once. It was on opening night back in Denver where they met each other, with the Avalanche winning 2-1 against the Mammoth. So certainly the Mammoth would love to get some revenge in their home ice this time, but I expect this should be a very entertaining game and a very big match, even if it's early in the season. As we wait for the players to warm up, I already noticed that there's already a good amount of Colorado away fans that have made their way inside the arena, and I won't be surprised that there's going to be a lot of Avalanche fans here in this game. Obviously, you know, the trip here from Denver is not that far away. Well, I say it's not that far. It's still a 9-hour drive, but it is definitely within distance compared to other away trip that I'm pretty sure those fans had to do throughout their time rooting for their team on the road. All right, so as the players have now finished their warm-up, you can see the arena is starting to fill up a bit. We've still got about 20 minutes before the puck drop, and because of the fact that this is actually national televised, it's actually showing on ESPN. That's why the puck drop is going to be 20 minutes after the advertising. Also, this little laser show that they have right here. I don't think I've ever seen an arena where they actually have laser as a feature, but that's kind of really cool to see.
These giants traveled and migrated in herds. They stampeded with stunning speed and unstoppable momentum. Wielding massive tusks and relentless power, they protected themselves and, of course, each other. The Mammoth, colossal beasts that we're proud to wear as our name. They represent the core values of this team and this great state.
Here comes the referee. Hear the boos from the fans as they are being serenaded there on the ice. So I'm guessing the Mammoth players are going to come out of that little tunnel in just a bit.
Welcome to the ice, your Utah Mammoth!
wraparound. Oh, what a save. That is going to be out of play. What a save that is from the Utah goalie. It's in. Colorado takes the early lead. As the away fans celebrate. I did say there was going to be a lot of Avalanche fans in the stands, and there's the sound of them. I'm not quite sure it was that deflected, but takes the lead. Let's take a look on the replay. Might have been deflected. Looks like we're going to get our first power play of the night here and the first penalty.
Colorado 18, 2 minutes working.
Look from here. So Utah will go on the power play for the first time tonight. Looks like they have an unlucky roll too. Besides the lucky roll a minute ago, looks like Kentucky have found some Colorado fans. Wanting to tour the pavement toward them. Either way, 4:52, 1-0 in favor of Colorado. Looks like face-off win by Utah.
Let's go, Utah! Let's go, Utah!
That will do it for the first period. So after one here at the Delta Center, it's the visitor Colorado Avalanche with a 1-0 lead over Utah Mammoth. So that's the end of the first period here at the Delta Center. I'm actually sitting right behind a beautiful view of the Union Pacific Union Depot, the old Salt Lake City train station that is. But at the end of the first period, it's 1-0 in favor of Colorado here at the Delta Center, and certainly they have deserved the lead. Utah actually got off to a good start here to this game. They definitely had some pressure early in this game, but Colorado kind of start to take over, and really ever since they scored that first goal, they really took control of things, getting a couple of chances to make it 2-0, and Utah just being very sloppy defensively. There's just multiple times that they turned the puck away in their own zone, and very lucky the fact that Colorado haven't been able to capitalize because of that. But we'll see how the second period is going to be. The shots were pretty even for a long period of time, but eventually Colorado did start to put more pressure near the end of the first period. But it's still definitely all to play for heading into the second period, and let's see who is going to get this next goal heading in the second period.
Again, your Utah!
Colorado again, and they scored! It's 2-0 in favor of Colorado. As the Avs fan celebrates here at the Delta Center again, and well, what I just said during the intermission, you just wonder whether these turnover from Utah was going to come back to haunt them, and there it is, just turning the puck over in their own zone. This time, Colorado take advantage of it, and they only play 46 seconds into the second period. It's 2-0 in favor of the Avs. Well, actually, hold the phones here, because looks like Utah is going to challenge this, as they feel like there was a potential offside. We'll see on the replay whether or not this is going to be overturned or is this going to stand.
After coach's challenge video review, it was determined that in 1918 the play is offside. We have no
Goal is chalked off for offside, and it remains 1-0 in favor of Colorado. So Utah fans celebrate with waving their rally towel. That review took a very long time, but I guess in the end they did get it all right. Oh, Mammoth there. Going at it now. That it's just not going to be a fight. They was about to drop the gloves, but the referee just kind of tell both players to knock it off. Oh, just wide. What a chance. Utah's definitely putting pressure. But now here comes Colorado. 2v2. That's a great save by the goalie. Oh, it's in. way, this is no goal. Is it maybe goalie interference? I don't know about that one. I mean, you could make a case. He did kind of bump the goalie, but that shot was long coming. Let's see if Utah going to challenge. So they're not going to challenge the pass. Now here comes Colorado on the other end. It's going to go through the goalie, and well, the goalie kind of fumbled it, but was able to recover on the second attempt. Good save. This time, I think it's going to count. As Utah has scored on the power play. 1-1 is the scoreline. Once again, the Utah fan celebrates. Like I said, I think this one is going to stand. I don't think this is going to be called back. That's a loose puck. Walked away. Another effort! It's 2-1 now. Remember, Utah playing well. All night talking about how Utah turned the puck over and that's one. That time, it's the Avalanche that up there. Turned the puck over and that's one. Wow, Utah has turned it around here. They lead it 2-1. Here comes Utah. Chance to make it 3-1. Oh, and saved by the goalie. It was a tight angle to shoot. Oh, here comes Utah. Chance for a shorthand, and it's saved. We said it here. And that is the end of the second period. So after 2 here at the Delta Center, Utah takes a 2-1 lead over Colorado. So that's the end of 2 period here at the Delta Center as Utah now has a 2-1 lead over Colorado Avalanche. But what an eventful second period that was. We saw 2 goals that was disallowed. The first goal was disallowed of a coach's challenge, and it was apparently offside. That was a call. And then the second goal that was disallowed was actually the one that Utah scored, but then I think there was some video assisted replay by the NHL basically waved that goal off because of goalie interference. But I mean, I look on the replay and I don't know, I feel like that was a little bit ticky-tacky in terms of that being the call, but that didn't stop Utah in terms of getting the tying goal. They would have tied the game up just a couple of minutes later, and they really grabbed the momentum for the rest of the period, eventually getting that second goal, though they still need to kill off this power play after they were called for high sticking with about a minute and a half to go, and we'll see whether or not if they can kill this penalty or can Colorado get something going with the remaining of this power play, because yeah, that was not a great period for them. And I talk about how in the first period it was Utah the one that kept turning the puck over. In the second, it was really Colorado the one that were they're undoing in terms of turning the puck over, and the second goal that Utah scored was really because of a bad turnover from the Avalanche. So yeah, heading into this third period, again, still all to play for, and for the Avs, remember they have not lost in regulation, so that's still definitely in jeopardy if they don't tie this game up or even win this one by the end of tonight.
For your Utah Mammoth!
So far in this game. Oh, it's tied! It's 2-2 as the Avs fan celebrates again here. Well, just 40 seconds after the power play had expired, Colorado scores to ties the game up. We are level at 2 here. Just a minute and 10 seconds in. Second, and then next thing you know, the puck is in the net. We're gonna find out in just a minute. Look, nope, won it back. Oh, that is one the goalie should save. Comes off a turnover here. Yeah, the goalie's got to save that. I mean, he's definitely one he'd love to have back. It's going away, and now here comes Utah. One-man rush. Oh, what a save! Still not over though, and now it is over as that one is going around the zone. It's Colorado. Oh, what a save! That one is covered. Going to see the goalie. There he goes. Empty net, and it's in! Colorado has tied it up just as their goalie was heading to the bench. Well, looks like we might be heading for another late night here in Utah as the Avs fans celebrate. Of course, this was just happened right after the goalie went to the bench, and looking at the replay, I mean, that is another one that I think the Utah goalie would want to have back. Now Colorado won it, and they're just gonna hold this, and this is gonna go to overtime. Well, it was already a late night hockey game, and it's gonna get later tonight. So we're about to go 3v3 5-minute overtime coming up to decide who is going to win this. And so after a free period here, it's dead even at 3 apiece, which you know what that means. We're going to go to overtime. It's going to be a 3v3 overtime, a 5-minute period, and a sudden death overtime period to decide who is going to win this game. Obviously, both of the single person will get a point, and Colorado, their streak in terms of not losing in regulation is going to continue tonight. But what a third period it was. I mean, the Avalanche, they got themselves a goal relatively early, and then Utah got themselves the third goal in a one that the Avalanche goalie would probably want to have back. But then, just as the Avalanche goalie, they immediately scored after the goalie went off. And that was also another one that I thought the Utah goalie probably should have done much better. But either way, what a game this is. I mean, you knew coming into this game this was going to be a good one between these two very good teams and these two division rivals. And now, let's see if either of these teams is going to win in overtime, or are we going to go to an old-fashioned shootout? Here we go, 3v3 overtime. I always love these 3v3 5-minute overtime to decide who's going to win. Well, we're going to go to shootout. Here it comes. Here's the replay. So just finished here at the Delta Center as I'm actually now outside of the historic Pacific Union Depot here in Salt Lake City. And in the end, it's the Utah Mammoth winning in overtime 4-3 over Colorado Avalanche. And well, that definitely didn't take long. It only took 33 seconds for them to win it in overtime. And it was really the first shot of overtime as well that they of course won it. But overall, I mean, I kind of knew that this was going to be a good game, even though it is still an early season matchup. I mean, you know, these two teams, you know that they are a division rival, and with the way that how both of these teams have been very good to start the season, I have a feeling both of these teams is definitely going to be meeting each other again near the latter part of the season, maybe even in the playoffs as well. But either way, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sports Hub exclusive series episode.